Hey guys, and Happy New Year! I don't know if this will actually get out. It'll probably be 2014 by the time I actually release this. But anyway, as you can see, something sort of exciting happened today. So if you have a 5S or one of the new iPads or something like that, they have 64-bit processors, and Mobile Substrate did not support that. As you can see here, though, Saurik has released a new version of Mobile Substrate called Cydia Substrate. As you can see, right there, I just, came in today, and there was 8 updates for all the Cydia stuff, which was really good. It was really interesting and nice to see that he had finally updated Mobile Substrate. He did it pretty quick, though, considering that the iOS 7 jailbreak just came out before Christmas. I mean, he had to rebuild this thing. But anyway, I don't know why he renamed it. Probably because a lot of people didn't know what Mobile Substrate was. But now it's called Cydia Substrate. So that's all good. And today we're going to be looking at a specific tweak, a nice tweak that I thought was actually one of the better tweaks of this whole iOS 7 thing. So we're just going to jump right into that. And if you have a 5S or an iPad, say one of the new iPads, iPad Air, iPad Mini 2, I believe, you can, maybe jailbreak your device, because maybe you were holding back. I don't know. Hello guys, so I apologize for the little bit red looking screen. It's actually not that red in real life, but it's just I have f.lux enabled because I couldn't seem to get my camera to actually want to focus on this thing properly, because I'm filming at nighttime and I normally don't do that, and I'm right beside a window, so normally I get a lot of natural light. But I have to have these 2 lights on right now in order to film this. But as you can see, the tweak that we're going to be looking at today is called CCControls, which comes along with the CCControls default themes. Now, this is essentially a control center tweak, which I'm going to get into. It's just from mod.myi, not sure how to say that, but it's a really cool tweak. It allows you to do some pretty interesting things with your control center. So, let's just take a look at that. Hey guys, right now I'm actually recording this a little bit later than I recorded the first part. I had an interruption, so I had to go attend to that, and it took a few hours. As you can see now, the time has jumped from, I don't know when I actually started, but now it's 10:30. It's actually getting pretty close to New Year's here. But as you can see, this is the tweak right here in work, and you can see you can flip through all these really cool toggles. Just turned on Bluetooth there. And they basically let you do so many things. This one actually jumps you into your settings. The one over here, this one right beside it, that's respringing. The one in the middle is obviously Wi-Fi. This, I believe, is rotation lock. I think that's rotation lock. This right here is rotation on, or something along those lines. I'm not quite sure what all these do. This is actually a vibration one. But anyway, as you get the gist of it. There's way more things you can do in here, like disable your 3G, disable your tethering or hotspot, and disable your cellular. Tons of things right now, and it's just a really, really awesome tweak. I've only had this, I think the entire tweak. I've seen the guy, he's been developing it a little bit, developing control center tweaks for a little bit, but this is for one of the first days I've had it, and I've already got tons of functionality out of it. But as you can see, these are actually blue. These normally wouldn't be blue, they'd be white. But another thing that this allows you to do is theme these things. So these things up here can have awesome themes. They look absolutely amazing. The volume, or not the volume thing, the brightness thing down here isn't actually done by the tweak. That's actually a different tweak in work. But yeah, I already reviewed that actually. That's the secret settings, or Parallax 514 at work. But anyway, I'm just going to go jump over to the settings really quickly and show you some of the other things which this tweak can do. So here we are, guys. This is obviously the same page we were just on, but let's go jump into settings just to show, that does work. Anyway, as you can see right here, we get this nice iOS 70 thing. Sorry for the jump cut there, but I'm right now using a manual focus, and you can see all these nice pixel lines on here. I'm going to have to find a way to get by that, because I do understand that is a little bit annoying to look at. But anyway, let's just go back into this. Just thought I'd add a little side note there. But anyway, nice iOS 70 thing. We get into this nice menu, and here is where we can decide which comes first. You can see I have VPN, and that was the other one, flashlight. Obviously, it's kind of useless to have a flashlight in the control center because you always already have a nice toggle at the bottom for that. But anyway, you can, toggle which ones you want to come first. So say, oh, I toggle my Wi-Fi not very much. Well, I can go drop it way down here. And if we bring up the control center, you'll notice it's no longer up there anymore. It's now over here. I just skipped past it. It's over there, right there. So that's a really nice thing, You can just sort of customize your control center just a bit. Let me just put that back there. You can also disable them. As you can see, I have 2 disabled. But if we just go down, take a nice look at this, you'll notice there is a little bit of a bug. I wouldn't really say it's a bug. It's just sort of a weird communication. As you can see, the developer has spelled that wrong, which is sort of weird. He spelled empty wrong. But hey, you have to think that gotta give the guy credit. This is a great tweak. I actually emailed him about this because it's one of those things, he might have not had an email. He might have. I don't know. But thought that was just something that I should add in here, just for some, because it's actually something you would never find that on something that's actually Apple. It's sort of a jailbreaky thing. But anyway, now that's not all you can do with this. As you'll notice, you can also have more controls per page, hence why you would actually want to drag these down in the first place. So you could go, hey, I want to have 6 controls per page. And if I could actually, there we go. And you'll notice there's now 6 controls per page. It's a little bit crammed and has to make them a little bit smaller. But hey, it's still pretty nice, and customizability. Something that, everyone wants to have in a jailbreak. Or you can even go unpaged, which is kind of cool. You go in here, and as you can see, there is the standard 5 in a page, and it's just sort of a thing where you can, have one of them like halfway off the page. Unpaged, makes a little bit nicer. There's no snap. That's a little bit weird. You can completely drag them all off the page. But let's just go back to their settings using our handy dandy tweak here. And, that's you can pay it so it's infinite, or you can even go all the way down to 1. Just have 1. Maybe you like it really, really simple. I don't know. Some people might. I personally like to have it on 5. Just seems a little bit more natural. Now, this is one of the better things right here. This is the theming. This, as you can see, this is something which I thought was absolutely great, because it looks amazing. Right now, you saw that we had this on, and I just put this on. Now, look how different that is. I mean, that's going to be one of those things where you will definitely be able to, people will have an instant notice. They will recognize that this is obviously different. Or, if you want to go a little bit different, maybe have black and white. Still looks pretty great. Or green and red, if you want to go Christmassy. Obviously Christmas is past, but there you go. Or you can even make them boxes, which I thought was also pretty great. It looks pretty nice. The only thing I do wish he could implement is some more customization down here. Maybe make it so when these were boxes too. Something like that. Just a little sort of thing that I wish could be in there. And you know what? He'll probably implement it. You have to think this is the first version of this. So, there will be a lot more added to this. And I'm assuming that, seeing how the package which allows you to have these themes is called default themes, I'm imagining there's going to be more themes, which is sort of exciting. Anyway, as you can see here, we also have another thing this tweak can do, and that's lock screen restrictions. So, there's some things that you don't want to really have in a tweak. There's just, like when you go on your lock screen, you don't want people maybe accessing your settings. So you can disable those on your lock screen. Obviously, people can access my settings. Something I believe I do have disabled is the ability to turn off or toggle location services. You'll notice how many times I tap that, it won't turn it off. That's because that's actually one of the things I have disabled on my lock screen. Now, obviously, I have my settings enabled on my lock screen, but then again, my phone doesn't have password on it anyway, for now, because I do these videos, actually. As you can see, you just, say, I don't want people activating my flashlight or turning on or off my VPN. Just a little bit of things so you have a little bit more privacy. So there you go, guys. That's CCControls. It's available on the standard repo. It's a great tweak, one of the most advanced iOS 7 tweaks so far. That'll be all today, guys, and Happy New Year.